Hey everybody, Michael here again. And now that you are an expert on the dashboard, well, at least enough of an expert to cause some trouble, let's learn about how to create a post. Now, I mentioned in the dashboard video there's a thing called a post and there's a thing called a page. Post is kind of what we think of as a blog post, and it's the first thing you will learn. You'll learn more about how pages work later. However, a post and a page look pretty much the same when it comes to how you add the content. Again, that will make sense more later on. So for right now, let's just have fun and let's learn how to do a post. Now, there's a couple different ways to do it. One of the easiest ways is once you're logged in, you'll see a button over here that says write. So I'm just going to click on that button. And 1, 2, 3, here it comes. And you'll see a page come up here in a moment that allows you to put in whatever content you have. It'll ask you for things like, what is the title of it? It will ask you for things like, what sort of words do you want to put in it? And it will give you the opportunity to add some images. So up here, I'm going to put my super blog post. Oh, might help if I do all my spelling correctly there. Cool. And then down here, I'm going to say this is my first post. Is that exciting or what? Couple things about this. Now, you're probably familiar with a lot of it already if you use like Microsoft Word or Pages or Google Docs or something. These are all the headers. You can have it as a paragraph or heading 1, 2, and 3. And here's where you add links. We'll learn more about that later. Bold, italics, all those kinds of things. If you are a little bit of an HTML nerd, you can always click on the HTML tab here and you'll see what is behind it. Most people, though, will just stick with visual and be very happy in the visual. Now, it is possible if you want to insert content such as, for example, a contact form or media, and media would be pictures. We'll learn more about pictures later, but if you want to go for it and try it out. No big deal. Over here, we can learn about something called a featured image. And a featured image, if I add that, it depends on the theme you take. So let's say I put in this featured image. It may show on my theme, my theme might show a bunch of different posts or blog posts on the front, and it will grab as an image this featured image to put on the front. That doesn't make so much sense now. It will make sense more later as you do your design. So feel free to throw in a post image there, like a featured image like that, and see what happens. Why not? All right. Over here we have categories and tags, and we'll learn more about this in a later lesson, but basically it's a way to organize all your information. You can start with it now if you want. Up here we have status, so it can let you know whether you want to be publicly visible and make all those kind of changes, stick to the front, etc. And down here we have format. Now, pretty much all the time, you are going to be using the standard format. There are these other types down here. I don't know if I've ever really used them in general. I just stick with this one, but just kind of something to know that's there and play with, and quite probably just ignore. Down here we have options, and I don't know if I ever really use options at all, other than maybe if I want to take off comments or something like that. Just because comments are on there doesn't mean people can automatically comment. Comments are set up by default, so you have to approve them, so don't worry too much about that. I know there's sometimes concerns that, oh my gosh, people are going to leave comments that everybody will see, especially if it's inappropriate, but you don't have to worry about it. But whatever, if you want to do it, go for it. And you can copy the post, etc. And that's kind of about it. When you're done and ready to go, you just hit the publish key there and it'll publish. And then on your website, you'll have your first post. In fact, I can view the post right here if I want to see it. And it's going to show me 1, 2, 3. There it is. Whoa. Is that beautiful or what? It says this is my post. This is some other stuff I have down here, which is my default signature. Later on, you can learn how to do that. And it will let you look, it'll give you a chance to see what it looks like on a laptop versus an iPad versus an iPhone, or basically any mobile phone. So it gives you a sense of what the post will look like. All right, give it a shot and enjoy. Take care.